Today I have the privilege of interviewing Aser Gimenez Ortega, Associate Director at MVRDV, which is one of the most iconic architecture studios with a presence in America, Europe, and Asia. I'm sure you will recognize some of the buildings and works carried out by this studio. But for now, I would like to welcome Aser. As I mentioned, it's a truly honor for me to have a conversation with you about how these concepts that are coming up nowadays, such as upcycling, circular economy, are having a real impact in several fields. I think my first question will be like, what inspired you, or what inspired you to specialize in architecture that incorporates green materials or upcycling materials?
At MVRDV, we really love people. We have a very social way of approaching architecture. We love the people and we love our planet, and we aim to make sustainable contributions to the world through our design. We see design as activism.
Working with recycling materials can be challenging. So my next question is, how do you face, or have you find any biggest challenges by the time that you are working with upcycling materials?
Yes, indeed, a lot of challenges. I think I would say that the first one is really to align the expectations with clients and contractors regarding the process and especially the paperwork, certifications, insurance, warranties, etc., etc. Circular materials, whether it's upcycling or reuse of components, it's always something that needs to be part of the project from the very beginning, from the concept stage, as it has a really big impact on the process and the decision making. And another important challenge is, which is very complex, it is the one-to-one upcycling. It means like use on-site demolition material for a new construction in the same site. We don't focus only on a specific solution or upcycling alone. Of course, as I say, we understand we need to mobilize, but we cannot begin a meaningful transition to a truly sustainable built environment with just a single solution or a simple technological fix. So we focus on carbon, using different solutions from upcycling to bio-based materials, other renewables material sources, etc., etc. And I think it's important to say that this diversity is very important, especially for a company when you really want to work worldwide, and you really have completely different projects in different locations, different circumstances, and different scales.
But I would like to know if you have any specific project where you have, or where you are most proud of, where you have implemented, for example, upcycling technologies or specific sustainable approach that you would like to talk about.
I think if we are talking about upcycling, I think that the one that comes to my mind, the first one is the Bulgari boutique in Shanghai, in the city center of Shanghai, that we did a couple of years ago. A project that could be both relevant for the brand and for the location, and then in many levels. It's from a visibility point of view, from the brand DNA point of view, and from a sustainable point of view also. That discussion was really from the very beginning, and then we explored different possibilities, and at the end we ended producing this jade with reclaimed glass bottles. We didn't use pigments. We were just using reclaimed glass bottles with different tones of green that they were already existing, and transparent and white, and they were put in the oven with high temperature, and then that provoked a process that is called sintering, which is a kind of, when they were melting, they don't melt completely, the pieces of glass, but they melt enough to have strong connections between the pieces, and a very durable and strong material. So that was really a very good message from a sustainable point of view, but also from a brand point of view. the result was a very beautiful material that has also that kind of pattern like the jade, and the translucency effect created very dramatic light effects when lighted. I think the message that we sent was really like, okay, you can really make a very sophisticated, precious facade that fulfills the exclusivity and luxurious image that a high-end sector demands, but at the same time send a message about sustainability and about being sustainable and innovative. Actually, both words are very important for us. I think like it's really great to see how upcycling and it's really being implemented in different in many levels. Actually, indeed, if we really want to make a change, indeed it should come from different size, different scales, different sectors, so that in that sense is really great, and especially in the food packaging industries, that we all know how much waste and pollution creates. So that's really great. We are also exploring new formulas right now with upcycled plastics in our work. We are doing some experiments. We will more news will come about.
Please let us know if you are working with plastic. We would love to see it.
Let's see let's talk in the coming future. I think that for now I cannot. But I think that's as I say, it's a very relevant, challenging and exciting step. It's also very important, and I think that's what this Bulgari project was quite successful, is about the visibility, the communication, that we need to make actions that are calls for attention and raise awareness to the people with almost an educational purposes. To say, okay, we need to act, and actually we are acting, we are fighting depletion, and yes, it's possible. It's more challenging and more it takes more effort, but it's possible.
Well, thank you so much, Aser. That's actually one of my main goals, to raise the awareness, conduct the interviews like the one that we are having right now. I would like to thank you for your time, for all these valuable answers, and I'm very happy to interview, and I hope that you find new ways to work with upcycling plastics or with plastic in your upcoming projects. That will be very, very inspiring. So I don't have any other questions or comments. So thank you so much, Aser. And I hope we can keep in touch, the UPLIFT project and your architecture studio.
Yes,
thank you.
Let's follow up in the future to see how it's developing. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.